Okay, I usually don't like making guides, but here we are. Welcome, and in today's video, we will talk about Trigger and what's her best builds, her kit, what stats should you aim for, and why is she the best agent to have, especially when you are free to play. I'll even talk about Mindscape value, especially for the peeps who want to whale on her. And some spicy tech about her kit, well, not that spicy to be honest with you. A bit of a disclaimer, I'm not gonna bore you with tons of yapping about the full description of her kit, I'll just give you the TLDR version. But there are some parts in the vid that I will yap a lot about, so listen carefully for that.
Also, quick announcement, if you ever plan on buying something in Zenless Zone Zero through the Epic Game Store, you can type in my creator code Jade Nova. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but it directly supports me and the channel, so if you enjoy the content, that's another awesome way to show love. And also, don't forget to hit that like and sub button, it really helps me to keep making these videos. Now, without further ado, roll the intro. Now, at this point, it's probably self-explanatory that the game already tells us what to prioritize when leveling up skills. F the agent first before you level up the desired skills.
Now for her kit, I'm not gonna yap all of this, but TLDR, she's an Aftershock Stunner agent. You hold her basic attack to get her resources up, and once your on-field agent is attacking or uses an X skill, Trigger will proc Aftershock that increases the stun damage multiplier, even when the enemy is not stunned. When you use her X skill, her bar will glow, meaning she's in coordinated state. Or in 8 seconds, she will not consume her bar and she will do tons of pew-pew that can destroy your FPS. Her combo is simple. If you have ult plus her X skill, Trigger will do the coordinated state 10 times, her skill gives 4 and her ult gives 6. It's really awesome to see her just drain your FPS with those flashy pew-pews. But you know what else she's draining? My ball.
She's got a lot of options when it comes to her build, but I'm gonna start with her best. Hands down, it's 4-piece King of the Summit. Building this set favors Trigger a lot because King of the Summit needs 50% crit rate in order to min-max the crit damage buff it gives, and Trigger loves a lot of crit rate. Sadly, this build is super expensive to build, especially if you don't have her Wengine, which is the only stunner Wengine in the game that gives crit rate. So this is where the other build comes into play. 4-piece Shadow Harmony is a good build if you're super unlucky on these substats to get that 90% crit rate, especially if you don't have her Wengine. The issue with this build, it's kind of built for a DPS agent, and Trigger is not a DPS agent. She is a utility agent that helps your main DPS deal more damage with Aftershock procs. Another niche build is 4-piece Astral. This build is only doable if you have Astra with Trigger. This build is good for buffing your main DPS, and also you can equip Astra, the new support set, instead of Swing Jazz for min-max uptime of the buffs. Do not build 4-piece Shock. Yes, this set piece still works, but it is super outdated and got outshined by King of the Summit. For 2-piece, it's hands down Woodpecker. Like, Trigger needs all of that crit rate or 2-piece Shock, but I prefer Woodpecker because, again, Trigger wants 90% crit rate. There's another good 2-piece that can work for her, and it's Blade and Branch. But I do not recommend. Only go for this 2-piece if you have her Wengine and you have God substat rolls to the point you don't need that extra 8% crit rate that Woodpecker gives. Now for substats, if it's not that already obvious, crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage, or pen or flat attack. But if you're gonna play her for anomaly teams, then you can grab anomaly substats, of course, to help fill up that shock proc. Finally done with the build, Yapfest. Next up, her Wengine. Don't worry, I'm not gonna yap non-stop of each of these Wengines. TLDR, her best Wengines is, of course, her signature weapon, Spectral Gaze. But if you're free to play and can't really afford the Wengine, then going for the Restrained is good. Or if you don't have the Restrained, grabbing Precious Fossilized Core is good enough. Or if you don't have it, then Steam Oven is your go-to piece. Now let's talk about Mindscape value. For me, as free to play, Grabbing the agent plus Wengine is already good. Mindscapes are just not that worth the pulls. But for the peeps who want to go deep, grabbing M1 is really good. M2 is a good stopping point. And for the smart whales who want the bang for buck value, which is paid to win value of your money's worth, grabbing weapon duplicates of her signature is much more better compared to her Mindscapes. Why? Because her Wengine applies defense shred, and if it's on 5 stars, it gives a lot of defense shred. We are in the stage of the game where HP inflation is going crazy, and probably in the future, we will be getting defense inflation as well. So if you want to delete enemies in the game like they are paper, grabbing dupes of her Wengine is OP. Okay, I've talked about her kit, build, and Mindscapes. Now let's talk about the spicy tech. Well, this is not that crazy of a tech. It's basically just her hold basic attack button where she enters sniper mode. But I've been playing around with this and it's pretty broken. Once you're in this state, you're literally untouchable. Ahem, correction, not entirely untouchable. Some boss moves can still delete you and harm you, but the way her sniper stands work is you can move a step and every move you make is counted as a dodge. There is some case where she will dodge the first one while you're holding the basic attack button, but if a boss has many follow-ups, she will get hurt and cancel her sniper stance. However, if you time her movement with the enemy boss attacks, you're literally effortlessly dodging their attacks with ease. But do keep in mind she does not deal damage unless you build her as a DPS. The tech is not that spicy, but it is helpful to know, especially if you're like me, who panics a lot and depends on your luck, hoping that you dodge all the enemy boss moves. Just switch into trigger if there's this one boss move you can't really deal with. Lastly, before the video ends, here are my thoughts about her. I love her. She's an amazing agent to have. I think every free-to-play player that does not have her must grab her. She's a good utility agent for attackers and also anomaly agents. I am very happy that I finally have her because last time when her first banner popped up, I was on my 50 and I am super broke on polychromes back then and I didn't have enough pulls to grab her if I lose the 50. Well, the video ends here. Here's a 40k plus Deadly Assault run with my Seed, Trigger, and Soldier 11 team with the new Deadly Assault boss. Enjoy.
The faithless are a blight upon this world. Watch it ass move, lock and load. Bang, bang, trigger in the zone. Zenless streaks and we take it high. Trigger the ass. 1, 2, 3, reload. Spin it back fast, let the whole block know. Trigger that ass. 1, 2, 3, reload. Watch that ass move, let the bass explode. Sustain fire. Step in the hollow, it's neon fire. Trigger pulling heat, making empire expire. Lock sights tight, rhythm in my veins. Ass moving heavy like a subway train. Click, clack, steel, reload the show. Every shot lands with a beat gon' go. Crowd chant loud while the posse rides. Trigger in the back with the heat on the side. Trigger that ass. 1, 2, 3, reload. Spin it back fast, let the whole block know. Trigger that ass. 1, 2, 3, reload. Watch the ass move, let the bass explode. Bang Boo Squad, yeah we run that beat. Concrete jungle got fire on the street. Roll dice fast, let the gamble pay. Hash drop low when the system play. Back to the wall, but we never fold. Trigger on the mic and the story's told. Proxies pride with the midnight glow. Handshake loud when the tempo flow. 1 shot to make it bounce. 2 shots, hands again. 3 shots, reload now. Trigger that ass, break it down. Trigger that ass. 1, 2, 3, reload. Spin it back fast, let the whole block know. Trigger that ass. 1, 2, 3, reload. Watch that ass move, let the bass explode. subway train. Slick trench coat and the glasses low. Trigger got swagger with the